wined and dined. A few days later, you arrive at a luxurious winery upstate with Natasha and Gina in tow. Samantha, I thought we were going to some cute little wood cabin winery, not a mansion. It's beautiful. Sometimes a girl needs to get away from all the city noise to hear herself think. I happen to drive on city noise, thank you very much, but I want to enjoy some Pauline since you brought us to a literal palace. I thought we all could use some fresh air. Might love the city life, but nature's so good for you, Gina. You're not talking me into forest bathing, Samantha. And this is as far as I go. What if we did forest bathing splash glamping? I'll consider it. But I need my own tent, and we have to talk about amenities. You feel a twinge of guilt as you playfully haggle with Gina, because fresh air isn't why you're really here. If I told them it was just an excuse to see Courtney, I don't know if Nat would have come. You glance around, trying not to be too obvious as you look for her. There are buses and cars dropping off tourists and other guests. Then you spot a small crowd closer to the entrance. When you said luxury winery, I wasn't exactly picturing this. Yeah, girls, when did you blow our whole team bonding budget on these tickets? Cause it's so worth it. Connie's chatting with a group of other residents from Liberty Heights. Sound familiar, although you're used to seeing them in their white coats. Then Connie spots you across the way and waves. Samantha? Hey. Your stomach swoops at the sight of her. The way she smiles at you never gets old. Hang on. Is that... I think it is. Natasha and Gina both give you significant looks as Connie's group approaches yours. Samantha, do you know this young woman? Yes, we've met once or twice at Liberty Heights. But it's wild that we're both here. Right? What are the odds? Quite high since you both planned this, but you roll with it. I can't believe we both wound up here on the same day. Right. What a coincidence. You swallow hard, praying your friends won't completely blow your cover. Wait, I know you. You're the one who always arranges the yearly welcome dinner, right? That's me, and these are my friends, Natasha and Gina. Nice to meet you all. I'm Tally. You shake her hand, and then she nods at the guy beside her. This is Wes, and that's Kelsey, and Jake. Hey, it's cool that you make all of that happen for the new residents. Yeah, I remember I did it for my first year. I was stuffed. I think I saw you at one of the dinners too. You're his wife, right? Ex-wife. Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. Or congrats. Congrats is more appropriate. You shoot out a grateful look as Connie takes in your two groups, her eyes twinkling. Well, hey, since we're here, why don't you join us? We're about to start a tour. Courtney, how dare you? That's a great idea. Everything's more fun with a big group. I'm right there with you. And why make two people give separate group tours? We can all follow one tour guide. It was to me. You try not to grin like this isn't the perfect outcome, but it's hard not to as you look at Courtney. Her smile is just as big as yours. As your group follows Courtney's toward the entrance, Natasha and Gina following beside you. You know, I'm the more American kind of girl, but I'll be honest, Samantha. Why we didn't appear today by coincidence, did we? I plead the fifth. Hey, I'm not judging. I like that you're standing for what you talked to, but you could have told us. Then I could have told you Then I could have told you to be more careful. If you're gonna do this, you have to get the PDA under wraps, okay? Unless you want all of your friends asking about it when they go out to Liberty Heights. I can keep a secret, Nat. What do you think I've been doing this whole time? She just eyes you as you all approach the winery's grand double doors. Courtney holds them open for the three of you. As you step inside, she gives you a subtle wink. A subtle wink. Why is there a B in subtle? If you don't pronounce the B, subtle? I think I did this whole shit on a different book where it came up. I don't get it. Whatever. After you. You fight the urge to squeeze her hand as you join the group inside. A well-dressed young man is waiting for you all. Hi folks, I'm Felix, and I'll be your tour guide today. If you're ready, I'd like to kick things off in our barrel room. We leave our face in your hands. You look around, awestruck, as Felix leads you all into a massive barrel room. Whoa, I thought they didn't have rooms like this in movies. How much would I have to pay to live here? I don't think you'll find this listed under studio apartments on Craigslist, unfortunately. At least not in your price range. And how about you use Craigslist these days anyway? But Spencer's got a point. Thank you for trying to call me old. But also, fuck you. Like, just try to manage Wes's expectations. This is an uphill battle, believe me. As Sally grins, gives Wes a friendly nudge. You can't help feeling a little out of your depth. Okay, so I don't know how the housing market works anymore. That's fine. That doesn't make me old. It's just not relevant to my day-to-day. So, we do a lot more than just store wine in here. Every barrel is opened every 8 weeks, where we test the wine to see how it's maturing. But also top off the barrels to prevent too much air from coming into contact with the aged wine. Whoa, how long does wine stay in barrels? How many bottles of wine? How many bottles of wine are a barrel? As the question Samantha, our average barrel holds around 300 bottles of wine. That's... wow. Wes walks over to one of the barrels and pats it. This bad boy could fit so many parties in it. All the residents crack up as if some inside joke, but you, Nat, and Gina all exchange confused looks. Oh yeah, you bring wine to... No, wait, I said hold on, no. Who brings wine to a party? What type of party are you having when you bring wine? Anyways. Yes, we also understood that reference. Courtney waves Wes away from the barrel in question. Dude, I don't think we're supposed to touch the barrels. Yes, please don't slap him. It can move the sediment. Yeah, Wes, don't mess with the sediment. It's supposed to be sedentary. Courtney slides a little closer to you as Felix leads the group through more of the barrels. Sounds like a lot of hard work goes into this place. Oh yes, you'll see in the accumulation of years and years of effort, and all dedicated to producing the best wine possible. Felix gestures to a row of barrels stacked up along the wall. Every 6 months, we do a process called racking. You pump most of the wine out of a barrel outside from about a half-inch of sediment. Then we'll clean the barrel with hot water before you host the wine back in. It removes impurities that can dilate a lot of flavor. I'm sorry, you have to clean your wine? If you want to be this high quality? Yes. I probably shouldn't scratch my head while the mic is clipped to my hair. Wow, I expect dedication. You struggle not to laugh when Courtney playfully elbows Wes. Come on now. We all know why make it sounds like your personal nightmare. I seen your hospital locker. Yes, Wes. Some of your scrubs could stand on their own and crawl out of there. Clean is not your strong suit. Hey. Ow. You don't have to be so correct when you come for me. You can't all be Dr. Clean over there. If I'm Dr. Clean, what's Kelsey? Answer very carefully if you want to ride home, Wes. Watching Courtney banter with her friends, you can't help but smile. But while they watch a racket demonstration, she joins you, not Gina. Natasha, Gina, have either of you been to a winery before? Surprisingly, no. It's been on my bucket list for years. I went just out of college, but it was to a tiny winery in Connecticut. Nothing grand like this. I can't wait to explore it all. I say that, Nat specifically is gonna look at me like, girl, tamp it down, calm down, okay, calm down, girl. If I say I can't wait to taste some of it, like, hint, Courtney, hint, Nat's gonna look at me like, girl, you can get some another time. Right now, it's not the time. But these two wouldn't blow my cover, so... Me too. I can't wait to taste some of it. Same. Felix is one hell of a hype man. Something tells me you don't need too much convincing to appreciate a bottle of finely aged wine. She waggles her eyebrows suggestively till Nat swats her on the shoulder. She says to Courtney, how, I just said it. I just read it. Oh my gosh, she said it to Courtney. Like, you already know, something about, finally aged wine. Obviously, Gina's not talking about wine. She's talking about something else. Like, oh my god. I thought me being obviously suggestive was bad enough. Then Gina go ahead and say that. Like, girl, you're not helping. I can say it, you can't, okay? You're not helping. Who are you calling finally aged? You're torn between laughing and being mortified, but thankfully, none of Courtney's friends caught the comment. Courtney just shrugs and gives you a small grin. What can I say? I try to find the things in life. As she turns away to answer a question from Kelsey, Gina lets out a little whistle. Okay, that was smooth. You didn't tell her she was smooth. Hands off, Gina. Exactly. I like the finer things in life. Like, ooh, she's smooth. Samantha, you didn't tell her she was smooth. And you gotta keep your hands off her, Gina. She mine. Fuck off. I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm glaring daggers at her. Like, she's mine. I'm smiling, but I'm glaring daggers. Like, you keep your hands off. You keep your hands off. She's mine. she mine. Alright. Anyways, as you keep walking to the bedroom, Callie elbows Jake, who is stifling the yawn. Don't tell me you're falling asleep on us. You're getting too old to stay up after a shift. Oh wait, I slept for a couple hours on the drive up. I just need an energy drink and then I'll be set. You lean close to whisper to Gina and Natasha. Remember those days when we could live on no sleep and caffeine? Yeah, like a lifetime ago. If I'm not in bed by 10:30, I'm a zombie the next day. Same. Although I consider a late night with the night. Same. I consider a late night with the right company. That's kinda cute, right? You got that look in your eye. You're going to have her number by the end of today. I'm damn well gonna try. Okay, Gina. Okay. Shoot your shot. I guess. Hey. Always gotta have at least one gay friend in each book. As Gina winks and slides over to talk to Tally, you can't help but look at Tally and Kelsey in comparison to, well, yourself. My five-step skincare regimen has got nothing on that. Still a few years from Dirty Glow. You fall behind the group a little, wrestling with self-consciousness as Felix leads everyone into a extensive wine cellar. Up here, we keep some of our oldest vintage, arranged by year and what section of the vineyard the grapes came from. But as if sensing your thoughts, Coney quietly falls back to join you. When the group turns a corner, giving two of you some space, Coney lets her hand brush yours. Hey you, how you doing? I'm lying. I'm doing great. It's been ages since I did a winery tour. It's nice to meet your friends. Same here. After hear about Natasha and Gina, it's nice to finally put faces to the names. I do wish we could, be a little closer over here, though. Like this? While the group is still a dozen feet ahead of you, she takes your hand and gives it a brief squeeze. Sorry about the noise outside. And it's gone. It's receding. Yeah, like that. The warmth of her touch lingers. She lets her hand fall back to her side, shooting you a private smile. Me too. Getting to spend the day with you is still a treat. You and Courtney catch up with the rest of the group as they admire a rack of Spencer's wines. Talk about top shelf stuff. Quick question. Am I reading this price tag right? Wes squints at one of the bottles you point out, then lets out a low whistle. That's a lot of zeros. This stuff must be legendary. The most I ever spent on a bottle was like $25. Yeah, you heard of me at your age. But then, I was also drinking Bosch wine. Everyone laughs, and Tasha makes a face. Don't remind me. I do not miss my box wine days. Hey, I have always had standards, thank you very much. Almost Samantha. If I didn't come out of a bottle, it's not real wine. Kelsey gives you a high five as Wes rolls his eyes. How's she gonna tell me that it's not real champagne as it comes from France? I got bad news for you, buddy. Felix, back me up on this one. Actually, if it's a sparkling white wine that doesn't come from the province of Champagne. As Felix rattles off wine facts, Wes puts his face in his hands, his mind blown, as you and Gordon share a grin. Okay, I made you stare at enough bottles. If you're all curious about this one, how about the taste? It's from the same year as the bottle you spotted earlier, the one whose price tag had a shocking number of zeros on it. Thank God the samples are included in the tour package. Felix pours a small sample for everyone, and you take the opportunity to grab 2 glasses from him. You carry them over to Courtney. Here, for you. You pass her one, and for just a moment, her fingers brush yours. She wraps them around the stem of the glass. The touch sends a jolt of warmth to you from your head to your toes. Thanks. Don't mention it. Everyone sips their samples, and the flavors washing over your palate are like sweet, earthy fireworks. Kelsey groans aloud. God, that's good. And way else on my take-home budget. Same. Hey, how luscious it is. It's so delicate. At least you got to try it, right? But now I never noticed luxury again. It might be out of the price range, but it's not totally out of mind. Buy everyone a few bottles. We can enjoy them a little longer. And it wouldn't hurt to score points with Courtney's friends. Felix, if you want to buy a few bottles that go just vintage and some others from the same year, is there somewhere we can enjoy them that's not your cozy wine cellar? Of course, if you buy more than 2 bottles, they come with complimentary food pairings. We serve them out on the private patio. Does that sound good to everyone? Good? Samantha, you're my new favorite person. That's so generous. Thank you. Today just went from good to awesome. It's no trouble. Let's just enjoy ourselves while we're here. As well as guys, everyone out of the wine cellar. Corny catches your eye and mouths a few words. For the record, you're already my favorite person, but I'm glad they're all getting to see why. You have to glance down at your hands to make sure you aren't literally going from the compliment. Compliment. There's more letters in the word. Compliment is not compliment, it's compliment. I heard the difference at least. Felix takes your group to a patio with a breathtaking view of the vineyard. There's plenty of comfy seating, and a warm breeze gently blows over you. I remember this one at Andy Fair. This is beautiful. It's perfect. You may hide your smile when Courtney slides into a seat next to you. Once you're all seated, a couple of servers appear with expensive bottles she brought, glasses, and 2 giant charcuterie boards. They don't skip on the snacks. What bottle should we start with? I don't think there will be a loser in this group. Just pick a poison. You uncork the newest bottle and pour glasses for everyone. Then you load up your plate with salami slices, wheat crackers, brie, and strawberries. Oh my god, I said strawberries correctly, not weirdly. Oh my god. Then I ruined it by saying it the second time. Once everyone has food, you sip your wine, relishing in the taste on your tongue. Oh, this is good. Delish. Bad news for my future wallet. I have to sit with the brightest wine again. Hey, I just point you treating yourself. Huh? What's a vintage belt? Am I stupid? I know there's no wrong answer. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck a belt is. Or not a belt. I know what a belt is. Damn it. I sound stupid now. What a vintage belt is. Somebody shut the fuck up. Although I've had a splurge on facials. God, I haven't had a good facial in way too long. I do face masks in my bathroom. Does that count? Absolutely. I chose 2. I've got an oatmeal one that's so soothing. Oatmeal's the best. Although I never turned out a good mud mask. As with all the dedication to your skincare regimens. What? You don't have one? I mean, I moisturize. And that's it? You just naturally just do your face? Disgusting. It should be deeply unfair. Courtney just looks as good. But all you feel as you look at her is affection. Some people are just lucky, I guess. You hold Courtney's gaze for a moment and let your leg brush against hers on the table, making sure she knows that smile is just for her. As the wine flows As the wine flows and you fill your belly with the charcuterie spread, you start to relax among Courtney's friends. This is so chill. I mean, just look at that view. It's beautiful. And honestly, with Sid as our boss, we are in desperate need of some chill. Sorry, Samantha. I didn't mean... She winces, and the other presidents awkwardly clear their throats, except for Courtney, who just swirls her wine glass with a small, wry smile. You don't have to apologize to me, but I didn't think Sid was so serious at work. She was always serious going into work, but I thought that maybe... She lightened up while she was there? Yeah, no. Not to badmouth your ex or anything, but she is our boss. Please, do not stop my account. It's not that she's a horrible boss or a mean person. She's a great teacher. Always puts the patients first. She's just... hard ass. What West means is that Sid is very dedicated to her work. Courtney, you out of everyone here should know damn well. Actually, you are one of 3 people at this table who should know damn well that I don't give a fuck if you want to badmouth her. Go ahead. I'll join you. I'll join you, Gina, and Natasha. They understand. Oh, I know. I was married to her for almost half my life. Do you know how many times I've cracked jokes trying to see if that woman can smile? No luck, huh? Not even once. I know there's a time and a place for liberty, but Sybil told me a good job in the same tone as the patient in room 23 died. Yeah, can't confirm. She's got a good bedside manner, but doctor, she can be frosty. You can't help but laugh. Says no that you aren't the only one to see your ex's flaws. Well, if you want to get a human reaction out of Sid, maybe you need leverage to tease with her. Oh my god, yes, please. Tally rubs her hands together like a villain and West twirls an imaginary mustache. Corny leans in, grinning. What kind of leverage are we talking about? Well, Sid is the most superstitious woman I ever met. Like, just Lucky Penny or... I've only seen her joke so over his shoulder to shake off bad luck. Won't walk under ladders, not afraid of black cats. No way. Are we talking about the same Sid? The hard-ass surgeon who believes in science and not woo-woo stuff? You think that. When it comes to superstitions, that woman does not take risks. I can't believe I never noticed. I wonder if she avoids stepping on cracks. Well, nice something to tease her about. Oh, I'm gonna be on it. You pop a strawberry into your mouth, enjoying a pairing of fresh fruit and wine as everyone admires the view. This is giving me flashbacks to a patio in Sicily. I can't say some words in some voices, okay? Give me a break. This is giving me flashbacks to a patio in Sicily where I enjoy some great wine and this gorgeous Italian woman. Ooh, say more. Wait, I don't know the story. Did she feed you grapes? Please, tell me she fed you grapes. I don't know where half these voices come from. I just made them up. I swear I make them up when I see the character. I don't know where the fuck they come from. We fed each other grapes. And yes, it was as romantic as the movies make it seem. Okay, I'm gonna need my husband to feed me grapes immediately. Maybe next time we went to our cabin in the Adirondacks. Fuck you. Whoa. You ever go to cabin? Well, you have Jake planned his dream trip to the mountains. I'm gonna grab us a few more bottles. Looks like we're getting low. He catches Courtney's eye, and she suddenly nods toward the much emptier charcuterie board. That's a great idea. Why don't I grab more snacks too? Nat arches an eyebrow as you and Courtney rise from the table, but her friends and Gina pay no mind. Nat, Natasha, shut your mouth. Natasha, shut your mouth. You try to walk slowly and casually beside Courtney as you head back into the central building, finding the urge to take her hand. But the moment you're inside, Courtney pulls you into a clove where you're hidden from the patio. She pulls you flush against her, and you lean into embrace, nuzzling her neck. Hi. You tilt your head up and kiss her, not want to waste a second of your time alone. She tastes like crisp white wine, and yet still like yourself. You can't get enough of her soft lips on yours. You lean forward and press your lips to Courtney's ear, before nibbling on her earlobe for a second. If you're not careful, you won't make it back to the patio. Oh yeah? Where will we end up? Hold up in whatever room I can find as a lock on the door. The heat in her voice gives you all kinds of ideas. Courtney pinning you against the closed door. Courtney bending you over a table, her hand sliding down to... You swallow hard, if as a kiss to the curve of her jaw. Well, now I'm not sure I want to go back to the patio. Me neither, but don't miss it if we don't. Unfortunate, but true. She kisses you once more, then pulls back a little to smile at you. You were great with them. I mean, I know they like you. I can't imagine anyone not liking you. You're sweet. A little delusional, but sweet. I am not. I have plenty of people who don't like me, Courtney. Especially at your work. You know that. Courtney lets her hands rest on your hips, shaking her head. Sure, but maybe it's not most people. You're sweet, funny, gorgeous. Fuck you. I mean, she wouldn't say I'm gorgeous, but that's not what it said. I just glanced at the word. You're sweet, funny, generous. Anyone without a chip on their shoulder can see that. My friends can see it. It means a lot to me that you spent so much on something. I told them. Take Courtney's hands in yours and squeeze, letting her touch ground you. I didn't do it just for them. I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying the wine, but I was mainly trying to treat you. So you're saying you like indulging me? Laughing, you gestured down at the two of you, tucked away in a clove in the midst of a bustling winery like two spitting teenagers. One of us being closer to a teenager than the other. Oh yeah, way too much. She laughs and leans in for another kiss. This time she nips at your lower lip as she murmurs. Disagree. I think you indulge me at the perfect amount. Yeah, I just want one thing. I was just thinking about it. When I got the notification from Choices, after I just read a chapter from this book, right? The thing it says, a notification thing specifically about the book Years Apart to get me back into reading it is like, it says, age is just a number, and it has like a handcuffs emojis, and I'm like, yo, Choices, you cannot do that. You can't. Not on the off chance someone sees my phone and sees the notification, it's like, what the fuck are you on? It's just, you can't just go around saying age is just a number, and I can't. I don't know how to show you that, because to show it means I have to be off the game for it to eventually give me notification. But I swear it has. I swear that's a handcuff emoji. It has next to age is just a number. Like, okay, Choices, Pixelberry is legal. It's legal. And I should have had to tell you that because it's a book in your game. Don't make yourself look bad by saying that. Cause like, what? It's like every time. It's just like, if I just finished reading a chapter from this book, it's the same notification saying age is just a number. And then some other stuff after it that I don't remember, but it doesn't matter because I'm still focused on the first part. Like, yo. Contacts. I know you're trying to get me back on a book called Years Apart, where you're years apart from your love interest, but y'all can't just go around saying shit like that. Because someone's gonna see that and it's like, what the fuck are you on? Like, I'm reading a book. What book are you reading? Listen. I can't explain, but I also don't want to. But you can't judge. Disagree. I think you indulge me the perfect amount. You part your lips to deepen the kiss, clutching at her shirt as you pull her closer. But just when you might... Fuck you. Ugh. Just when you feel like you might literally swoon in her arms, she reluctantly pulls back as one of the winery staff members bustles past your hiding spot. So, drinks, snacks. Oh, right. A whole excuse for doing this. You and Courtney return for one last round of drinks, and thankfully, no one seems to have missed you. But when everyone's had their fill, Courtney taps on one of the wine glasses. Before you get back to the tour, think a toast is in order. Just Samantha, thank you for an afternoon we'll never forget. Everyone raises their glasses and cheers. This ruled. Cheers to Samantha. Woo! Cheers, Samantha. This is a great idea. The best. Just like our bestie. Everyone whoops, and when Courtney's friends grinning and laughing alongside yours, it's hard to remember why you're even nervous about meeting them. I'm glad that the risk to do this were. It was worth it. For your next stop on the tour, Felix leads your group to the winery's vineyard, and there's rows of grapes stretched out across the hills. Hogan's my favorite spot in the state. The mansion is nice, but... No, I get it. It feels like the vines just going forever. Yeah, you can't beat this view. Courtney's pointedly not looking at you, but the more... Courtney's pointedly not looking at you, but the more intently she fixes her gaze on the horizon, the clearer her meaning becomes. I thought it was gonna say she is looking at me. Like, girl, don't make it obvious. But I was like, yeah, it's a nice view, and she's just staring very hard at the horizon, like, yep. The skies, this not, yeah. Smiling bitch, yeah, they're nice. Making like quick glances from the horizon to me, like, yep, the most beautiful view, and then let her eyes linger a little longer on me, and then back to the horizon, like, and then catch me looking at her, wink, and then back to the horizon. I don't know. Everyone say, "Thank you, grapes." Wes cups his hands around his mouth and shouts, his voice echoing over the hills. "Thank you for the best wine I've ever tasted." Let's be clear, you didn't know these grapes weren't in those bottles, right? It was our ancestors. And they're still working hard though. Look at them going on those sticks, poles. Is there a technical term for them? Trellis? Felix, don't bail him out. I want to see if we can get there. Seeing your friends laughing and mingling with cornies makes you smile. Sharing those bottles really did everyone bring together. Can you read? Sharing those bottles really did bring everyone together. Speaking of which, out of the corner of your eye, you watch as Gina and Tally walk together, Gina's hand nearly touching Tally's. I've been so burned out from the work that I almost didn't come on this trip, but I'm really glad I did. Huh, interesting. I'm also glad you came. Otherwise, you never would have gotten to meet me. And let me guess, I'm lucky that I did. Smart woman. You grin, shaking your head a little. You have fun, Gina. You deserve it. Somehow seeing her flirt with Tally makes you feel a little less guilty about the corny situation, as Felix leads everyone down the dirt path. Yeah, she has no problem going with someone who's legally younger than her. Why do you? So our vineyards stretch over about 250 acres. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of acres. You can get lots out here for hours. Yeah. Please tell me we're getting right back. I won't miss the chances of floating, but at the same time, I don't want to walk. I really don't want to walk. Even if me, myself, isn't actually walking, I feel bad for Samantha having to walk. Don't worry. There are golf carts waiting for us just over that ridge. Shotgun gets the best view, though. So try to beat your friends to one if you can. As Felix moves on, Courtney lowers her voice to a whisper. If you beat me there, maybe you can save me a seat. We'll see. Behind you, Natasha's in deep conversation with Kelsey, and bits and pieces of their talk float your way. So I get the feeling of never having enough hours in the day. Have you heard the glass ball theory? No. What's that? It means looking at all the things you're juggling, and deciding which balls of glass and which are rubber, and letting them drop accordingly. A glass ball could be exercise and eating healthy, But what wow is when you can drop and then it bounce back. I think you just changed my life. Yeah, she has a way of doing that. You wrap an arm around your friend's shoulder. I know this woman since college, and she's never let me down yet. Wow, no pressure for the future of our friendship, huh? Absolutely none. So low stakes. Nat laughs, and Courtney smiles at the two of you. It's awesome that you had each other's backs all these years. Everyone deserves someone in the corner. If you wouldn't be in mind, how we make a spreadsheet when we get back to the city? I have so many balls I'd love to toss out. That's not quite how the theory works, but sure. Nasha goes into the finer details. You glance at Courtney with a smile. These days, it feels like Nat and Gina aren't the only ones looking out for me. It's nice. As you keep walking, Felix points out a nearby grove of trees. There's a beautiful pond over there that the state has preserved. If you have time, I highly recommend visiting it later. That sounds nice. Is it a crowded spot? Popular? Oh no. Very peaceful. Completely secluded. Courtney asks a question casually, but you know you immediately leapt to the same conclusion when the gaze meets yours. A nice secluded pond. Maybe we can finally get some proper alone time. As Felix leads your group deeper into the vineyard, everyone gets increasingly scattered into their own groups among the vines. I got to admit, when we planned this whole winery retreat thing, I thought it'd be a bunch of stodgy people sipping wine. But this is cool. It's a real working winery. Everybody's doing their part. You can tell they put a lot of love into it. I feel the same way, man. It's opened my eyes. I think I want a wine soda now. Dally, could you be a gentlewoman and help me over this gate? Anything you need. Right now, nobody would notice a thing if we slipped away. Oh wait, hold on. Courtney, you're beautiful, but like move. Like, oh, you're beautiful, but move. I want to see the view, and not just you. Hold up. Gina seems dourly entranced by Tally, but you catch Natasha's eye and motion back to the lookout spot. I'm gonna go check out the view. I'll catch you all in a few. Enjoy. You slip away, and a few minutes later, Courtney finds you among the vines. She immediately slips her hand to yours and lays your fingers through hers, relishing a chance to touch her for more than a passing moment. Hey, funny running into you here. Hi, you interested in seeing that lookout spot too? I might be, if that's where you're headed. Together, you walk through the vines. They're so cute together. I love it. And drew a cluster of trees until you spot a glittering pond, dappled by the afternoon sunlight. Thank you for letting me look at it. Oh my god, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I gotta take a screenshot. I might not save it for long, but still know I have it. What sucks is the water is like moving a little bit, but I can't see that in the screenshot. Feels right about this place. It's beautiful. Beautiful and private. That's definitely a perk. Courtney touches your forearm, lazily trailing her fingers along your skin. How you feel about the day now? It's been a wonderful break. This is exactly what I needed to feel excited about diving back into my bakery. Yeah? Seeing all the work and care that goes into the wine here is inspiring. That's the level of effort I want to put into my business. And hanging out with your friends has been fun. Better than I expected. What? Were you expecting a catastrophe? More like embarrassment, but hasn't been too bad. I saw you trying to commemorate. I saw you trying to commemorate with Wes about rent prices earlier. It's weird that you're my friends to like you. Of course I do. Although, full disclosure, I'm more invested in you liking me. You press your body against Courtney's, leaning against her for a moment. My eyes are leaning towards closing. Stay open. Then I got good news on that front. She turns and pulls you into a kiss. One of her hands cups your cheek, tilting your head so that she can deepen the kiss. God, it's been so hard to be so close to you all day without barely being able to touch you. Sitting off to get refills for everyone was nice, but not nearly enough. She buzzes her thumb over your lower lip and you shiver. Never enough. Well, you did invite me here. So you basically set yourself up for this. Sorry about that. Connie laughs, pulling you against her. You're right. I did this myself. And the question is, what are you gonna do with all that pent-up energy now that we're finally alone? The smile she gives you is equal parts playfulness and pure heat. I am so glad you asked. Connie plants a kiss behind your ear, then kisses her way down your neck and across your collarbone. Oh. Need washes through you, and you tilt your head back to give her more access. As you do, you can't help but glance at the tree line, but there's no one in sight. Just you, Courtney, and your reflections in the water. After all the trouble you went through to be here today? In between kisses, she guides you backward until your back is pressed against the nearest tree. Your teeth gently scrape over your pulse point. I want to make it worth your while. She drops to her knees in front of you, and the sight is enough to make you melt. You're already slick with want as she gazes up at you, her eyes dark, one hand reaching up to brush your inner thigh. Are you saying I want to taste you? Is that okay? Please. I think I might die if you don't. Connie unfastens your slacks and tugs them down, then gently pulls your underwear to the side. You close the tops of her shoulders as she buries her nose in you. Whew! Ah! I'm good. I'm calm. I'm normal. God, you smell amazing. She kisses your sweet spot and as well as her tongue around it, making you gasp. Courtney! And you're already so wet for me. She grabs your thighs. She grabs your thighs. She grasps your thighs, holding you in place as she looks a long, luxurious stripe through your folds. You grip her shoulders a little tighter, trying not to cry out. Softer or more pressure? You can have more pressure. More pressure. Wrong voice. More pressure. You can have anything you want. She flattens her tongue as she looks at her stripe over you, and the waves of pleasure you feel are only heightened by the knowledge that she's finally tasting you for the first time. She slides lower, her tongue parting your folds to dip inside your entrance, and you lean back against the tree, your knees going weak. Connie, yes. Her tongue delves deeper inside you, and her nose bumps your sweet spot, making you moan. Yeah, more. Connie's lips press against your bud, softly sucking and making your back arch. She grips your thighs a little tighter. She moan and press your back even harder against the tree. Her mouth is hard against you as she looks up your wetness and makes your thighs shake. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm trying. I think... Good. I want you to feel you come. One more try. Good. I want you to feel you come for me. I want to taste it. You started thinking of anything beside her touch and the aching need that pulses through you. But you catch a glimpse of the pond over her shoulder. Your bodies are reflected in the rippling water, hurtling before you, buried in you. You with your legs spread and your head drawn back, braced against the tree. God. You hook one leg over her shoulder, pulling her deeper, arching your hips to meet each of her arching your hips to meet each swipe of her tongue. You feel another surge of wetness as your reflection mirrors the motion, as Cody's reflection adjusts her gentle grip on your thighs, spreading you even wider. She tastes every inch of you. You're quickly hurling toward the edge. Yes, just like that. Before you can finish, voices echo from across the vineyard. Who's Kelsey again? Everyone seen Courtney? You both freeze, your body trembling from all that unspent desire. Courtney reluctantly pulls back, both of you glancing around. Not now. I thought the others were still out there. Same. I was somewhere else. the way she said, not now. God damn it. She was so close. Not now. I'm glad I stopped. It is too dirty in the afternoon. And I've been up all night. Oh my god. She smiles up at you, her lips still a little slick with wetness, but the adrenaline of that near miss, you feel desire slowly ebb. You ease according to her feet, and she gently helps you straighten your clothes, hands brushing over yours. I really liked having you somewhere else. Just so you know. Good, because I've been dreaming of that for ages. You and Courtney share one last breathless kiss. You can taste yourself on her lips. Tasting session. You snuck off the vineyard for a very exclusive tasting. I just wish we hadn't been interrupted. So do I. I just have to find another excuse for us to enjoy each other's company in private. Ideally sometime soon. Smiling, you lace your fingers through hers as you begin to head back toward the rows of vines. Once you get there, you have to let go. But not just yet. Just let me know when and where. By the time the tour ends, you're hugging everyone goodbye. It was so lovely to meet you all. Thanks for this crash tour. Thank you for joining us. It's great to meet you, Nan Gina. Yeah, you guys are the best. And thanks again for the intel on Sid. Who'll use it responsibly? Maybe. Maybe. As you head outside with your friends and begin, fuck you. As you head outside with your friends and begin calling a ride, you feel giddy. I thought I spent all day feeling like someone's mom, but this was fuck you. I thought I spent all day feeling like someone's mom, but this was nice. This was actually nice. A few days later, you're alone in your bakery's kitchen, going over a checklist aloud. You face for the soft open, sent, less ingredients, ordered. Everything except for whatever my showstopper is going to be. I'm opening this place next week. I need a cake that will wow people. You leaf juice some of your favorite baking books on the shelves for inspiration, but your brain doesn't want to think about cakes. It just keeps thinking about, ow, I want to taste you. And it's worse than that. It's not just that you keep thinking about her hands or mouth on you. It's so easy that whole day felt. I've always known this couldn't be anything serious. But we didn't have to hide. Would being a bigger part of her life really be that crazy? I met her friends. I could. And knock on the door interrupts your thoughts. You hurry over to find Courtney standing at the door, all smiles. Hi. Hi. Miss me already? Sure I did. I miss you too. You tug on her hand, pulling her inside the bakery. But something tells me you didn't just come here to tell me that. I want to ask you something, and I feel like the kind of thing I should do in person. I don't know. Do your friends secretly hate me? Is she realizing this can't be ever... Is she realizing this can't ever be... Colin takes a deep breath, which does not calm him nerves. And then... What would you say to we can get away with me? Just the two of us. The butterflies you feel should be a warning sign. Weekend trips for couples, not wherever this is. But she's smiling at you so hopefully, and every atom of your body begins... Fuck you. And every atom of your body begs you to just say... Yes. Let's say yes. Yay!